Right, a projectile shot upward from the top of a building. Right, little sketch. Here's the building. Here's it going, being shot up. There we go. Okay, like that. So it is a negative x squared. That's why it looks like this. It's a negative quadratic, okay? So, right, the maximum height of the projectile. We have to find the vertex. We have to do negative b over 2a. Okay, when I see maximum, I'm thinking vertex. So something up here, wherever that maximum is. Okay, negative b over 2a is negative 32 over 2 lots of negative 16. Okay, that equals 1. So that is how long, that's 1. But we have to find out what the maximum height is. Okay, we have to plug the 1 back into the equation. So negative 16, 1 squared is 1. 32 times 1 is 32. Plus 168. You're going to get 184. Okay, that's the maximum height of the projectile. After a second, anyway. What time does the projectile hit the ground? Well, that's when height equals 0. So you have to set the whole equation equal to 0. Okay? Now, usually, I like to hope that everything will divide by 16, or rather negative 16. But I don't think the 168 does. I think I'm going to have to divide everything by 8 instead, or rather negative 8. So if I factor a negative 8 out, or just divide everything by negative 8, I'm going to be left with 2t squared minus 4t plus, minus, dividing everything by negative 8, minus 21. Okay, now then, not sure I can factor that. Is it a quadratic equation formula? I'll just give it a shot. 2t and 1t. Let's do 7 and 3. That's not going to work. 21. Okay, so that I'm going to let you do. That right now I cannot do. That's going to have to go into the quadratic equation formula. So you're going to have to look at that one yourself, okay? So that's the quadratic equation formula, and whatever you find out for t is the answer. Okay. Now the height of the projectile after 3 seconds, that is you just plugging 3 seconds into the equation. Let's read this. So I'm actually not even going to finish that one off. Height after 3 seconds, just plug 3 into the equation and see what you get. Now, how tall is the building? Well, that's at the start. That is when, before you've started, in other words, that's when t equals 0. The height of the building when t equals 0, when you've started, is, can you see? 168. That's that. Okay, 168 feet. Okay, next question. Right, t years after 2000, measuring that. Right, what's the average value of a house in 2011? That is you putting 11 where t is. Okay, so if you just put 11 where t is, because that's 2011 from 2000, just plug that straight into your calculator. Now, in what year will the house price be 190,000? Now, remember, these numbers are in thousands of dollars. That 140 is 140,000. So I'm just going to write this, okay? So, when it's 190 in the future, it's 140 now. It's e to the 0.03t. So I am looking to find t, okay? First thing to do, divide both sides by 140. So, 190 divided by 140 equals, right, 1.357 is e to the 0.03t. Because I just divided both sides by 140 to get rid of it. Remember this, you log both sides. So the natural log of 1.357 is just 0.03t. If you natural log the e, the answer is just the exponent. Okay, so let's take a look at that. I'm going to log that, natural log, and divide by 0.03. That will give me 10. I get 10 years. So is that about right? About 10 years. So 10 years. Okay. Right, last part. In what year is house to double? Right, double in price. This is just, all it is this. 2 will be on this side. It's still e to the 0.03t. That's the doubling time formula. All you need to do is 2. Don't even worry about this. Don't even worry about it. If it doubles, you're going to get 2 on the left-hand side. So again, just log both sides. So here we go again. Calculator. Okay, so we have 2 natural log divided by 0.03 equals, okay, 23 years. Because remember, if I log both sides, it's the log of 2 is 0.03t. So divide both sides by 0.03, and I get 23 years. Okay.